And we're back. So I'm just gonna throw off some movies and see if we got any talking points for them. They're in the horror realm, or horror-ish realm. From Dusk Till Dawn.
Good movie.
Really like that movie. Hard Candy, I want to throw out there because I just want to talk about it so bad, and none of you assholes have seen it, so I can't. It's technically a psychological thriller, which one could argue the original Psycho is technically a psychological thriller.
I've seen all 4 Psycho films, including technically the 5th
really bad ones.
I liked 2, 3, and 4.
2, 3, and 4.
I liked the story behind the first one, but it was an Alfred Hitchcock black and white. I didn't care for it. Plus, Robert Bloch said that both with the original and the remake, that he got it wrong anyway because Norman was an overweight chronic masturbator. That's how he wrote him. I've read the book. The book was much better than the film.
I don't doubt that, but
that's usually the case, though.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying that even Robert said both times when they filmed it twice that they got it wrong.
Again, films are not books. They're completely different mode of art. I'm not saying that they shouldn't do well to the story. I'm just saying you also got to take into consideration you're going from words that people read to shit that people see. I mean, yeah.
But it goes with my argument that you've been bitching about where people have a short attention span because they don't read.
Yes. I mean, like, look at fucking Nameless has admitted it several times already. I don't read books.
And notice the 5-second attention span he has.
See, and I don't...
Oh, shiny! Yeah.
I don't have time to read books, otherwise I would. But the last book I read was about...
Steven Spielberg got nothing on my imagination.
The last book I read was 5 or 6 years ago, and that's because I was on vacation.
What book did you read?
It was, of course, you're automatically going to go, I knew it, but it was a book it was basically an autobiography of David R. Scott and Alexei Leonov, and they're 2 astronauts who were in the program at the same time for 2 different countries.
Rephrase my question.
Anyway.
What was the last fiction book you read?
Oh, I don't remember. Oh, I probably do. Jaws in 1975. Because I don't read fiction. I like
See, that was the thing.
You
can attest to this. The shark choked on Quint's body in the book. That's how it died.
Yeah. Yeah. And I like the book better.
Yeah.
But it's just like Giselle said, those are 2 different animals.
Oh, I understand.
And you can't take a book that's, my finger and thumb are as wide apart as you can make them, that's this big.
Don't you remember somewhere else with that?
And then and then hi! Ow, that hurt. No, but you can't take something that's that thick and then make a 2-hour movie about it.
No, I understand.
But, I mean, and real quick, because I know somebody is going to listen to all these and then be like, but no, I am all about if you're going to remake somebody's work, do it right.
Especially if it's something you love.
Exactly. So I'm not saying, because the argument that a lot of fans will have with no matter what book into what movie is, they didn't do it justice. They didn't really, we made the argument earlier in the show where I'm just like, I just don't feel like they adapted the book properly for the films for the Harry Potter series. I thought that 1 and 2 were pretty good, and then 3, no. But, so I'm not saying don't do that. I'm just saying you also have to take into consideration it's a completely different medium.
I get that. It's just that when you fall in love with something,
it's gonna be hard to see somebody else mess with it.
Right, and that's why I don't want them to do The Dark Tower. I love that story too much for them to put it in another medium.
If they did do it, would you watch it? Because I know, for me, if I watch a film that's a foreign film and they make an American remake, I don't watch it. That's why I haven't seen Quarantine, because the original was a Spanish film called Record. That's why I haven't seen the American version of Shudder, because the original was Taiwan, I can't remember.
Quarantine wasn't that bad of a film.
But did you see the original Record?
No, but if I go back and see Record, well, see, that's the thing. 9 times out of 10 with me is that if I saw the film before I realized it was a book, I'm not so jaded.
Right.
For example, one of the few book adaptations that they did well was The Road.
I haven't seen it.
The Road was actually very depressing, I'm like halfway through the book going, I should off myself right now. It was that depressing. But when I saw Watchmen, I hated the film, but I didn't care for the comic book either. Mm-hmm. I'm interested in seeing Sucker Punch only because I had read the graphic novel. Just want to, compare and contrast because for that reason, it's because of the special effects. Mm-hmm. Where I'm like, I'd like to see how they would imagine this.
Right.
With the Dark Tower, I'm not seeing it in theaters.
Yeah.
I'll wait till it gets DVD, and then I get a free Blockbuster rental, and I'll check it out then. That way, I won't. The only issue that I have that if I'm so massively disappointed is I want my 2 hours back.
Right.
I won't feel like I wasted any money.
Right.
It's like I said, I'd be a terrible critic because I love a lot of stories that I don't want to see turned into films, or I don't want to see turned into television series because I know that they won't get it right. Now, Walking Dead, different example. That is a great story. It's a great story. And
you keep pimping it like it's...
like I said, it's only 6 episodes for the first season because they wanted to test the water. But it was filmed like it was a high-budget film. The special effects, the zombies, the violence. It was on AMC, which fucked me up. I'm like, okay. But it was decent.
What is it set for again?
American Movie Channel.
Okay. So that's why, because I was thinking for people across the pond, they might not know.
Well, the American Movie Channel used to be good like Turner Movie Classics is now, and then they completely destroyed it by putting commercial piss all over the movies that are on there, so that's why I don't watch AMC. If they start putting...
That's why I don't watch cable.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Well, if you're going to watch it...
Commercials. And how much louder they make it
than
the fucking shit that you're watching.
Yeah, but if you're going to watch it, Turner Movie Classics is worth it. Like, my mom will watch it for the older movies because they don't put commercials in it at all. It's
like somebody told me Netflix is upping their prices. Like, I think it's like 60%. And I'm like, it's still cheaper than cable, and I love it.
I pay $29.99 for Blockbuster, and I get unlimited rental exchanges.
Yeah, right now I'm at about $16, and I get 3 discs out at a time and unlimited instant streaming. Yeah. So I feel like it's kind of a steal. I mean, compared to what they
I
charge
get the same
for
thing, but the difference between Blockbuster and Netflix is that I can take my mail-ins, take them to the store, and exchange them for in-store.
Right. See, that's the thing. I don't go to the stores.
Right. And
I go to the stores. I also used to work in a video store, so I don't want to go.
I go to the stores because I get the new releases 30 days before you do.
I don't care.
So if I want to see Unknown, I got that sucker at my house the day it came out. For Netflix, you have to wait.
That's fine.
But I've been waiting for the movie Unknown for a while.
Well, I've got so much catching up to do. I do whatever. I can wait.
Looks like Black Sheep.
Oh God!
Movie idea was stupid as fuck, but it had some baller special effects for a New Zealand film.
I thought the movie was stupid.
It was, but I was very impressed with the special effects.
To quote,
I was all about it like until about 2/3 in, and then it just went to fucking Stupidville, and I just couldn't keep up. I was like, I'm done.
To quote Nameless,
but
I think I heard
Thunder.
Thundercats.
Yeah, I actually think you heard the upstairs neighbor.
Yeah, she likes to stomp around a lot.
Mm-hmm. What did you... Oh, never mind.
Stomperella.
That just brought up a nickname that Analog Kid has for somebody.
Thundercunt?
That's it. He just wanted to hear you use that C word.
Anyways.
So we're going to talk about
I Saw the Dead.
Sure.
In the Mouth... I'm not done. In the Mouth of Madness. Wonderful film.
I thought she said I saw the dead in the mouth. I was going to be like, yeah.
What is wrong with you? Low, May. And granted, I'm saying these, and they could technically not be quote-unquote horror, but like psychological thriller or, whatever.
You can lump them if you want.
I could argue that Jaws was a horror film.
Yeah, got me to not go in the ocean for a while.
Yeah, scared the shit out of a lot of people. Thank you, Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, pretty much. And, well, shoot. Just the whole thing about sharks and the amount of shark attacks that there are these days have gotten me not to want to go in the water.
Especially in Australia.
Indeed.
Doom doom.
For the Great White live.
I gotta say, Serial Mom was fucking hilarious. Just for L7. Yes, the musician was a camel toe.
Kathleen Turner?
Yes.
She's wearing white.
7, I thought was a good film.
That was my first introduction to Kevin Spacey, and his performance blew me away.
Oh, yeah.
It was awesome.
One of the few Brad Pitt films I actually liked.
Yeah.
Speaking
admit
of
that too.
the whole thing about this very nice woman scaring the crap out of you, in Green Mile, it didn't scare the crap out of me, but in Green Mile, when the warden's wife is dying of cancer and John Coffey pulls it right before he gets to the point where he's going to pull it out of her, she's like, "You pig fucker!" And I'm looking at this middle-aged Southern lady who would
her
never
character said
cuss.
a hell of a lot worse in the book.
Huh?
Her character said a hell of a lot worse in the book.
Oh, I'm sure.
But that was also one of the few adaptations from book that I thought was really good. I hated the way
They took out the
the mist
librarian,
ended.
basically. Huh?
I hated the way the mist ended because that wasn't how it ended in the short story. But Stephen King did go back. He said, "Had I thought of it, that's how I would have ended it."
Interesting.
It was just such a letdown. I'm like, no,
Not like this.
not like this.
I grew up watching Tales from the Crypt. So I gotta say, I loved Bordello of Blood and Demon Knight, which were the
I
two
love
films
Demon
that
Knight
they-
better.
I think
Billy
I do
Zane's
like.
the man of that movie.
Oh, he was so amazing in that movie. He's so amazing.
I've got a copy that I found at Spencer's Gifts one time about 15 years ago. I have got the Crypt Keeper's Christmas, where the Crypt Keeper sings Christmas carols in Tales from the
What
Crypt.
is that noise? I guess she's doing laundry? I'm sorry.
So,
She might be.
I'm just really...
Thunderfoot is doing
Let's see.
laundry.
We talked about the Fog, talked about the Prophecy series.
Prophecy series is good. All 6 of them, even the ones without Christopher Walken, are pretty good.
Yes, I'm looking up 4 through 6 and coming soon. I'm sorry. I know you're not gonna like this next one I'm gonna bring up because of the book movie debate, but I enjoyed The Shining with Jack Nicholson.
Oh, yeah.
Which one? The one with Jack Nicholson or the one with Steve Weber?
I just said the Jack Nicholson one.
Okay. The one with Steve Weber
I haven't seen
was
the
more
Steve
true
Weber
to
one.
the book character than Jack Nicholson's version. I wish they could merge into one film.
I'll look up. Remind me to look up because I didn't know that they had made another one. So
The Amityville Horror. Which one? The remake or the original?
I haven't seen either because I heard the remake sucked. So I was like, I don't even want to bother. I'll look into it. They'll put that
I'm
on my
more surprised you
list.
hadn't seen the original.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we watched The Exorcist instead of the Amityville Horror.
Exorcist was a better horror film.
Yep.
I didn't care for the Frankenstein films, the original ones. I like the Randy Quaid one better.
I did see one interesting Frankenstein film, but I don't remember. It was a more recent one, like from like the 2000s, and I don't think it was a U.S. film. I'll have to do some research and come back on
Dunwich
that.
Horror.
Don't know about that one.
The Howling series.
The Howling.
I haven't seen
Greatest
that one
werewolf
either.
stories ever. Next to American Werewolf in Paris in London.
I haven't seen that one. Remind me to look up that one as well.
Howling,
experiencing
some of the
the
best
Howling, man.
special effects in werewolf films I've seen. Fright Night. Great movie. That had oh shit, I can't. It's McDowell. Roddy McDowell. Roddy.
I'm sorry. I did like Young Frankenstein, though. I thought it was funny.
Oh, God, yes. Schwanstucker.
Have you seen Wolf? Jack Nicholson.
No.
I have not.
That's also James Spader in it.
Zombieland.
Zombieland was a great film.
Bill Murray cameo. Just I gotta go back to that.
Basket Case disturbed me.
I haven't seen Basket Case.
Basket Case 1, 2, and 3. They disturbed me.
Interesting.
See, I don't know why I get affected like I did watching Candyman, and you guys thought that was not so much, and then I'm looking at The Ring going...
I mean, the Ring didn't make me piss my pants. Neither did
It was just that
Candyman.
one part of
It
The
was-
Ring where she comes to the television I thought was actually a pretty decent effect. But as far as the film as a whole, I'm going, it's been done. Whatever.
Well, it's not only it's been done, but it just wasn't scary.
No, it wasn't.
No.
But if I'm watching a film in the middle of the night and this thing comes out from a well from my television, I may have to shit my pants a little.
Yeah. I may have
I
a little
will say-
turtle head.
Candyman, I'm just going to talk to Radioland because these two are going, insane.
What about Candyman?
But I was gonna say, Candyman. The death scenes in Candyman
were pretty baller.
They freaked me out a little bit. I think Candyman as a whole was a decent film. I just wouldn't put it on any of my top lists, but it was good for what it was, and it was fascinating with the story behind the first Candyman. I don't know about the later 2 and 3. I think there's 3 of them total.
There's 3 total.
The first one was fascinating.
After watching the first film, I knew that's when Wes Craven was losing his title as Master of Horror.
Mm.
Why?
Because Wes Craven brought me Nightmare on Elm Street. And I thought Nightmare on Elm Street was more of a horrific film than Candyman.
Yes, I would argue.
Oh, I would agree.
And Wes Craven did both. And when I saw
that
Candyman,
whole slasher thing.
Yeah.
I saw one of the. I think it was one of the later Nightmare on Elm Street films, and I was like, I don't want to go to sleep.
There is a 2006 film called Mustang Sally's Horror House.
That's interesting.
Horror House?
Horror House.
Oh. Not Whorehouse.
Okay. Well, I'm not going.
I did like the 28 Days Later and the 28 Weeks Later. I thought they were.
I'm hoping for a 28 months later.
Oh,
that's what I'm hoping for.
I didn't know they were thinking about doing that. I'm in the UK now. I did like. Oh no, I didn't mention Silence of the Lambs.
So to the south.
I did really like The Silence of the Lambs.
Oh yeah,
but that's not a horror film.
Is it?
I'm looking at that as a psychological
thriller.
Well, we can
or drama.
In. We can throw
drama
stuff like that in. Drama.
Well,
no.
I mean.
It is, but it's...
You're chasing a serial killer that's just insane. That's not the same as chasing a serial killer in the nightmare. I mean, it's all semantics depending on how you look at it.
Yeah. I mean, and if you look at the way that...
It was horrific looking at Dr. Lecter.
No, I was going to say the way that industry decides to label things, whether it's music or movies or books, or it changes every fucking 10 years.
Yeah.
So what we're considering psychological horror now, when it came out, was
what
psychological thrillers now
is now PG-13 now.
Well,
exactly.
I think you consider horror flicks to be not necessarily the mainstream kind of thing because it's classified a particular way and has a particular audience, whereas a psycho thriller has a different audience that wouldn't necessarily go to a horror movie.
Yeah.
But I know. But then if you can combine those in some way, then according to Hollywood, this is Hollywood money logic. Well, if we can do both of those, then we can bring more people in, and then more people pay the money.
The interesting thing about Dr. Lecter that was done, he never blinked. That's what made him terrifying in the film. He never blinked.
And then, of course, him saying Clarice.
And Fava Beans.
It's a nice Chianti.
He also said cunt.
Yeah. Clarice, I can smell your cunt from here.
I'm like, yeah.
It's some nice Fava Beans.
I did like Cannibal Rising, which was...
Which one was that?
That was the prequel. I liked it because it made Hannibal Lecter more human.
Yeah,
yes.
The last one was the better of the last two.
But I also have to say that, again, that's another one of those films where it wants to tell you, it's the contemporary mindset of, I'm going to tell you how this monster was made, and do you really need to know that?
Did you watch Teeth?
No. Oh, God.
Teeth.
What the hell is that?
She's born with teeth.
I see. Born with them.
Teeth in her vag. And it likes to bite. Yeah.
You mean not like the lady that you go visit that won't let you leave until you give her some money?
What is he talking about?
He's on his
A snapper. That's actually a biter.
Oh my. Jekyll is a UK television show that is a contemporary spin on the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde storyline, which is done very, very well. I really like the...
That's the cover of the figure.
Yeah, I know. I added it to my Instinct Key last night.
That's just the cover of the DVD alone creeped me out. And it's done by Clive Barker, so I'm like, yeah.
You know, if this movie sucks, you're going to get an angry text from me going,
yeah,
really?
I know. I got it on DVD. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet.
Oh, okay. See, I thought you had watched it, so I won't bust your balls too much if it sucks. But I'll think about it. I thought The Descent was an interesting film. I liked it.
Psychological as well, because the demons you saw in the film weren't really there.
Or were they? Dum dum. But
Yeah, do it again.
what I really liked was the setting. They took it to a different setting that wasn't standard.
Because it was more of a descent into a cave. It was a descent into madness.
Yes.
So it was a play on words.
Yes. All right, German films.
Yeah.
Antikörper, which is the English translation is antibodies. It's interesting because it's kind of like a German Silence of the Lambs. I found it to be. I found it to be a really, really cool film. I really liked it.
But
I was, that's next on my list.
What's that?
Das Experiment.
Das Experiment.
It's wasn't it based off of an actual psychological experiment?
Yes.
I love that one of the characters was an Elvis impersonator.
The premise of the film is where they're trying to determine what causes criminals. Does imprisonment cause criminals, or are they a criminal before they become imprisoned? So they came up with this experiment to actually create a prison setting.
BDRRocksOnline.com.
That's it then.
And the premise of is who's more criminal, the security guards that guard the prisoners or the prisoners.
Do you know that there's actually a study that criminal behavior runs in families, so it is hereditary, and that no, this is an actual study where they've done over time. They've studied families generationally from like the 1800s.
But anybody is capable of committing crime.
Right, but again, these are people that have been jailed for horrific things or for repetitively going to jail.
Right.
And they have apparently, the vast majority of the crimes are committed by people who you can trace generationally who have had criminals in their families.
Another German film. It's a teenage zombie film. It's just hilarious. It's the English title is Night of the Living Dorks.
I still like the Antikörper.
I've seen some really bad films with teenagers in it, but probably one of the best ones I had ever watched. And I don't classify it as a capital H horror film, but the original Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the original film. Fuck the television series. The series sucks.
I like the X-rated version of that, Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Aww.
Saving Ryan's Privates.
Saving Ryan's Privates.
Ew.
And
Edward Penis Hands.
Edward Penis Hands.
Married with Hormones. It's a porn on Married with Children.
Free My Willy.
Yeah, Free My Willy.
Oh my god.
Alrighty.
But from Hong Kong, films Biozombie. It's funny. And then Abnormal Beauty is another one that I thought was very interesting because it talks about a photographer that starts getting into photographing the dead or horrific events.
Right.
But then it twists, and then it's about something completely different. It's a fascinating film.
Just an FYI, cabin fever. So Eli Roth makes terrible horror films. That's why I didn't like Costello.
Did I see that? I may have seen that. How long ago did
I've
that?
got a copy of Ankle Biters.
No.
They're midget vampires. And those are one of the films where you got to watch with friends and you can poke fun at it. Which, by the way, speaking of poking fun at films, one of the trailers that we saw for the Harry Potter film last night is they're coming out with a new Mystery Science Theater 3000 film.
Exciting times.
I mean, there's a previous one?
Yeah, where they poke fun at This Island Earth. And it was great. I'm not a big MST3 fan.
Oh, I used to love watching
But the first one was they were poking fun at This Island Earth, which I took personal pleasure in because that's my father's all-time favorite sci-fi film. And they ripped it apart. There's that scene, remember the scene where he's flying past to the tower, and he flies past the tower and you hear Tom Servo go, Maverick! It was great. It was fucking great.
I want like a life-size, not a life-size, but I guess life-size for them, Tom Servo and Crow T. Robot, so that when I watch films, they can just sit next to me.
You can.
What?
They make them. Life-size robots, yeah. They make them.
Of Tom Servo and Crow T. Robot?
Yeah. I just want a Tom Servo when I want to put gumballs.
So excited.
House was a good horror film.
One.
I never got into what was the horror film with Corey Haim? The Watchers. It was a series. There was 3 or 4 films.
Isn't that's not the Watchmen you were talking about?
No, the Watcher was Keanu Reeves. That's actually a pretty good film. That sucked.
I did like Frontiers, which was a French. It's from 2 different countries. I forget which ones. But the language is French, and it's interesting. It's kind of like a French Texas Chainsaw Massacre done right.
Mad.
Very interesting.
Mad.
It's a mad world.
Did you watch the film? No, you didn't. Shut the fuck up. Shut your mouth. Actually, don't, because we're still recording, but later on.
Yeah, we can go on and on with horror films. The Final Destination series, the Jeepers Creepers film, Children of the Corn,
Sauna.
Demon Slayers.
Jeepers Creepers
Sauna.
didn't do anything for me either.
Really?
Yep.
I can't get a holler with Sauna?
I've got to check this out just because I hate France.
I'm
Killer Tomatoes Eat France from 1991. I've got to check it out.
serious?
Yes, I'm serious.
Sauna? No, I'm asking, are you serious? Because I've said Sauna 3 fucking times, and you're the one that gave me the film to watch, and you have said shit.
I never considered it a horror film.
We just had this whole big discussion about how we're just kind of lumping all.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying
together.
when I'm saying that I never looked at it like the Nightmare on Elm Street films. It was a god awesome film. I loved the idea. I appreciate for the language that it was filmed in, but I would love to see it in an English language so I could stop reading it. I literally had to watch it 4 times because I had to get past the reading and watching at the same time.
We'll watch it a 5th time.
I am curious though why the little girl. I am curious about that. That part didn't quite make sense to me. But I did think that the demons were awesome.
Leave no witnesses.
Mr.
She didn't witness.
Yet.
He went to go into the sauna to confront his sins. And let her go. He didn't tell her what he did. But the demon that found her, I'm like, hell yeah, that's creepy.
Yeah.
The Hitcher. I know you've seen The Hitcher.
I've heard of it. I don't think I've seen it.
It's got Sean Bean in it, for Christ's sake. Come on!
Sean Bean.
Played Boromir.
No.
He also played 006 in GoldenEye.
Female?
No, it's a guy.
I don't know. You were like, it's got Sean Bean in it. And I was like, sounds like you're reacting.
Have you
like
seen
that's a
GoldenEye?
female. No.
Have you seen Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, but...
He was the first of the Fellowship to die.
Oh, okay.
He tried to take the ring from Frodo.
Okay.
And his brother Faramir found the ring later.
I tell you what I need to do.
You need to watch Lord of the Rings.
Well, yeah, but what I need to do is have a chauffeur and sit in the back and watch movies on the way to work.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that's what I need.
Let's see.
Don't forget the...
Actually, I could watch movies doing stuff like I'm doing tomorrow.
The Reanimator series. Very good, very well done horror films.
Watch
Carnival of Souls is a good movie.
I haven't seen that one.
It's Adam Grossman who directed it. It's got Larry Miller in it. He plays
He
the killer.
said Carnal.
So I think we actually covered horror films today.
Indeed.
And you got some more from my recommendation
Yes.
that we can discuss this another time.
Hells yeah. And you are going to watch some movies that I recommend, or I'm going to beat you.
Oh, and by the way, if you haven't seen them, whether you're listening or you're actually here, you got to watch The Dentist 1 and 2.
Oh.
Corbin Burnson
Is it
great
safe?
in that film.
Is it safe?
Is it safe?
But yeah.
So we're gonna do our
TreloarWatchOnline.com, bitches.
That was terrific. I like that.
So, if we had to choose in the rock genre, your favorite top 20 or less, top 10, top 5, top 20, love songs, what would it be?
Well, I go back way farther than you two, so...
Yeah.
I was playing some of them. I was throwing some of them...
Before there was life.
You were throwing what?
I was throwing some of them onto my...
You were throwing your rocks?
Yes, I was throwing my rocks.
This is Atticus.
Like, for instance, you can... what was it? Love Me Tender by Mr. Presley, or... yeah.
Apparently your meat is delicious, friend.
I think so. He likes to eat my meat.
Yeah, Love Me Tender is good.
And the cheese that goes with it.
Well, as long as you play Love Me Tender.
Yeah. That and, I don't know. There's loads of Beatles songs you can pick. Michelle, but I can't think of Stone's song that I would, and besides,
listen to?
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Well, that or that would qualify in that same way. That no, that
Our
you got
mutual
a
friend
great.
says the Stones is just a country band that didn't realize they were country.
Ooh.
Who said that? Oh yeah. Or let me think. Layla, of course, is a love song, but in the more love song-ish mode.
Wait a minute, time out.
It is.
I know, but it's about George Harrison's wife while he was still married to her.
Well, then George wrote something about her, and Eric wrote 2 songs about her, Wonderful Tonight and Layla. So that woman has had 3 famous rock songs written about her, and you know what? She still looks pretty good. I saw a picture of her.
Layla.
See, the only part about the song Layla I like was the guitar piano outro. That's the only part of the song I like.
Anyway.
Fred Zeppelin didn't even honor that as a comment.
Yeah, I'm not a big
Pretty
Eric
much.
Clapton fan. I like some of the songs. I like about as many Clapton songs as I do Aerosmith.
But then there's...
Is that you or your tummy?
No, that was me going...
Oh, okay.
I can sit there and talk shit about Led Zeppelin all day, but as soon as I start bashing Eric Clapton...
No,
I know.
when you put them on the same plane with Aerosmith, you're kind of going
Well, I
down
wasn't comparing the musicianship. I was
But
just
you just say you liked about the same amount between those two guys.
Yeah.
I
I know he's been around a while. I know he's considered one of the greatest blues guitar gods of all time. Even Eddie Van Halen says he idolizes Eric Clapton. I'm just like...
I would imagine the idolizing goes back and forth between those two guys because they're both very good. But as far as like love song, see, I think of soul, like Motown songs in that vein as well, and there's tons of those. But if you're looking at love songs,
I like Wicked Game by Chris Isaac.
That's a good song.
yes, that's
great
it. Yeah,
song.
well, that and the flame I don't
Cheap Trick.
Yeah, and there's oh gosh, there's so many. It's difficult to just come. I mean, like I said, I could go across, and I know country radio back in the '70s tried to steal Mr. Presley, but fuck them. Rockabilly and country are 2 different things. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I gotta agree with that one.
Yeah, and there's
Country music. I hate country music. I hate it.
Well,
There's only one good thing about country music.
What?
The first syllable.
But there's
That was good.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm
there's a country song by Willie Nelson called "You Were Always on My Mind." That's
You're always going to be a cunt. I'm like, what? Whoa, slow down.
yeah. There's a cut. There's a cut.
I do like some Plastic Mind songs. I mean,
Yes,
it's
crazy. Exactly.
Yeah, but,
That song.
Yeah, there's other ones too. But
What would you pick?
I don't listen to her that often.
Oh, I thought you were saying.
Would you play us a tune?
What? No, fuck you.
Do you not know the name of the song?
No.
Do you know some of the words?
Walking
No.
after midnight.
Yeah, that one. I like that one.
Yeah. And
There's another one that's like, is it Blue? No.
Blue Bayou is who did Blue Bayou?
Wasn't that Loretta Lynn?
No. Well, I know Linda
There's a
Ronstadt
Patsy
redid
Cline
it.
song that my grandfather used to listen to when we would go down to the shore.
And it had
When
Blue
we were
in the title?
kids. It was by Patsy Cline, and it had blue somewhere in the song.
Yeah, do it.
That's nothing. I'm getting confused with another song.
Well, you might, but that's another one. So
But I know
that's
it
why
wasn't
could
on
cry.
Patsy Cline's Best Of, which is the album that I
Blue
have.
Moon of Kentucky.
No. It's like a love song.
And then
Broken
there's
Hearted love song.
Motown songs like "Ooh Baby Baby," and there's "Shy Lights." Have you seen her? And there's Stylist. There's the Stylistics. They have 2 or 3.
What's the deal with Every Rose Has a Thorn?
I don't know.
Oh, the song's about Bret Michaels. He loved a stripper.
No, I know what it's about.
No,
I just think it's
it's a cliche.
the people, the amount of people, and the different types of people that
That go-
love that song.
Exactly.
I used to do it karaoke all the time.
Roast me off. I'm just like, really?
I'd like to do a really bad. I swear, when we're doing this one day, if we get a karaoke machine, I'm gonna completely rewrite some country song and do do like perverted karaoke.
She didn't even make. Holy shit!
What?
I didn't even realize that she was 30 years old.
Yeah, when she was
did not
killed.
Live long.
No, she was killed in a plane crash. Like Buddy Holly, same thing. And you know what? Waylon Jennings, I believe, was the one. Wait a minute, wait till you hear this story. Well, if you've seen the movie, you should know, but he got off the plane that Buddy got on so that Buddy could get out of there before the weather got worse. And Waylon is still around, or was for decades afterwards, and then Buddy is gone. And you don't want to Google the plane crash pictures of that. That's just yuck.
The
Why
Wonderful
would
Someone.
you?
I don't even know how I found him one day. I was Googling around because it was it was a birthday, some guy in the band, and there was this picture, and I went, "What is that?" And I clicked, and I wish I never did.
Oh.
I'm finding it interesting that most of the songs that Patsy Cline had sung, you're right.
Right.
Well,
Oh yeah.
I mean, we've talked about this about different pop
That's
stars.
rather common. I mean, Elvis didn't write stuff. He did other people's
One of the
stuff.
songs that has the word blue in it from Patsy Cline was Write Me in Care of the Blues.
But there's lots of like
But
if
the
you
problem is that I'm not going to recognize the title. I'm only going to recognize the actual
the lyrics
song.
and
Because
or,
I mean, I was young. I was
yeah.
between 10 and 12 when I would hear the song. So.
There's a song my dad used to sing to my mother that she absolutely detested, so we ended up buying her the CD. But it's a Hoagie Carmichael song that has to do with being in love with a fat woman, and you have a piece of chalk and you hug and you chalk and you hug and you chalk till you get around all the way around. And I don't know if it's called hugging and chalking, but my father used to sing it.
I'm trying to think. Duran Duran actually has some pretty decent love songs.
Well,
Oh,
Def
that's rock.
Leppard. Def Leppard has at least
Oh,
one.
they're British pop.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You guys went on country. I'm going to go Duran Duran. So,
Yeah.
No, we were just saying
Like rock or just
country
classic.
is different than rockabilly.
Yeah,
That was our
yeah.
argument.
yeah.
And
My question was, out of all the rock umbrella,
well,
Right, when we were answering that question.
Yeah, I was giving you answers.
Don't fight with me. I'm paying attention.
Well, I mean,
Not
John
next
Lennon
week.
wrote a beautiful song about his mother that's you would classify as a love song because he loves his mom. So, I mean, loved his mom. But, Julia on the White Album, that was written about his mother.
look, just because somebody writes a song about how they love their foot doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to classify that as a love song.
Right. And he wrote
I mean,
stuff.
Detachable Penis, for Christ's sake, is a love song if you want to keep going to that.
I love my detachable penis. Then there's songs he wrote about Yoko. Why anybody would want to, I don't know, but oh well. And they
What's the
wouldn't.
big thing? I mean,
What's about her?
right, there's so much hatred towards Yoko. And
A lot of
look,
people-
I'm coming in decades later.
A lot of
Yeah.
people think that she's responsible for the Beatles breaking up.
She's not really because
She's not really.
no.
A lot of people
Okay.
are.
I
If
just
it wasn't
don't.
for her, John wouldn't have left the band.
BeRocksOfLife.com.
That's right. That's right. Suckers. Be here or be over there. Somewhere.
Well, I would say this is where the party's at, but it's not a party unless the cops show up. And you're going to have the cops show up. Yes, so.
There's
Yeah,
a party.
no cops in my apartment showing up. No. No.
Not unless they want to join the party.
Yeah, I mean...
And then you'd have protection.
Well, I mean, you look at, there's a couple Jethro Tull songs that are very good love songs.
Type of negative.
I've actually seen them do that song too.
I love Be My Druidess. I'm sorry.
No, the one of
Unsuccessful. Love You to Death is a great love song.
Oh no, but the unsuccessfully coping with the.
I Know You're Fucking Someone Else.
Yeah, that song.
That's a great song.
I've seen them three. I believe it's three times. Yeah, it is three times. And
they played it all 3 shows.
No, not for me. They only did it once. Oh, it was fucking great.
Oh, it's great. I mean, that song is just hysterically funny.
Oh, yeah.
It's just, I love the way they sung it.
Yep.
The studio version is unsuccessfully coping with the beauty of infidelity, some shit like that.
That's exactly
the live
right.
version is I Know You're Fucking Someone Else, because that's the chorus line. It's a great song. Love You to Death, that is an awesome, especially from a gothic point of view.
Yeah.
It is a great love song. The single cover is just creepy as shit because you look at the two people where you're assuming it's the female that's on top, where they're sitting pre-coitus, but they look like they were doing it during an atomic explosion, so it's all crisp and it's called Love You to Death. I'm looking at this album cover going, damn, that's cool. Put that in my screensaver. Typo's got some really cool songs.
I'd like that Pink Floyd poster as a screensaver or a wallpaper.
Which one?
The one
the back order catalog?
Yes, sir, Bob.
I told you that per the book that I read by Nick Mason that Pigs on the Wing 1 and 2 is a love song.
Yeah. Well, Thank You is a love song by Zeppelin. And,
yes, and I think Chris.
And that's a love. That's actually.
That's one I like.
That's actually. People said that was about his son that died, and it's not really because the one that he did as a solo artist.
Who it was written for, just as
it's just
as
a beautiful
song.
Yeah.
What was the Eric Clapton song for?
I just think it's a beautiful song.
I think so too.
What was the Eric Clapton song for
the first
Rush?
time I heard it, I liked it. I was like, wow, I can't believe they wrote this song.
What was the Eric Clapton song for the movie Rush?
Oh, Tears in Heaven.
Tears in Heaven.
A lot
That's
of people,
about his son.
Well, a lot of people thought so, but he had to draw on that to write that song. Mm-hmm. But the one that's really about his son is not available unless I guess it was a VH1 show. There's a song, if you Google it, you can see, called When the Circus Left Town.
Yeah.
That's about his son, because they were supposed to go to the circus the night he fell out the window. And every time Killa D asks, or every time the subject of Eric Clapton comes up and she's not exactly sure if it's Eric or not, she goes, "Is that my baby fell out the window?"
Oh,
wow.
That's how she refers to him.
I'm trying to think some other ones that I think...
Because that's that's hit the ball out of the park. I know that's who you're talking about.
Right,
so
there's no shadow of a doubt that
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I didn't do my homework on this, so...
That is why you think.
I know.
I did. And
I was too busy watching horror films that you had recommended.
I was thinking of stuff
What did I learn?
You know...
I like...
cross-genre stuff.
We could do breakup songs as well. Gravity from 100 Yorktown is a great love song, but it's a breakup song.
And then I mentioned one to you, and you said it was a breakup song the other night on the phone, and I can't remember what it was.
That song.
Yeah.
I like Let It Rain by Eric Clapton.
Oh, I love that song. And there's another one off of 461 Ocean Boulevard that I cannot remember the name of, but if you pull up the track listing, I can tell you. And you made me a CD of, I guess, the remastered version that has live stuff as well. Mm-hmm. And I didn't like the live version of that anywhere near as much as I like the original, but 461 Ocean Boulevard, I could wear out several copies.
Cupid.
Yep.
I love that
Sam
song.
Cooke.
Love that song.
Yep. And see, that's it. So if you know, but when you're thinking of just across genres, like Crazy with, actually Willie Nelson wrote that song and he needed $50 for some reason or other, so he sold it for $50. Well, it may have been booze or a bus ticket or something, but he sold it for $50. And they've even asked him recently, do you ever regret selling that song that was a zillion selling song? He said, no. He said, I needed the money at the time, so I sold it, and that's what I sold it for. And that's how I look at it.
Now, would you argue, or would you not argue, how would you classify Magic Man by Heart?
Oh, I actually saw them discuss it the other day. She wrote it
Is he
about...
magical in his pants?
She wrote it about the guitarist in the band at the time, and she was trying to explain it to her mother, and her mother didn't understand, so she wrote a song about it. Here you go, and that's how that song came about. And
because the line is
she left town. She left Seattle to go to British Columbia to live with him.
Yeah.
And she's like, her mother's like, do you know what you're doing? And da-da-da-da-da. So that was directly trying to explain to her mother why she did what she did.
Because there's a line in the song, Come On Home, Mama said.
On the phone.
On the phone.
Mama cried on the phone.
It's too soon to lose my baby, and my girl should be at home.
Yeah.
And she explains that he's a magic man.
No.
No.
No, I was gonna say, I know it's overplayed,
Mm-hmm.
but Pink Floyd's "Wish You Were Here,"
Yeah.
I think it's a nice song.
Yeah.
It's not a love song.
It's not.
You know who it's
but I
about?
was just gonna say it's a nice song.
Yeah, it's a beautifully done song, and it
is. That whole album is awesome.
I love that. Yeah, I really like that whole album.
But what I liked about "Wish You Were Here" is that the whole premise of the song, as well as the album, is that they just came off tour from the Dark Side of the Moon, which made them billionaires overnight.
Right.
And they were dealing with the fame and the money. They'd never owned houses before.
Mm-hmm.
And so the record company's like, we need another Dark Side. We need another album just like Dark Side. You got to do it. You got to do it. You're under contract. So they went into the studio to record this next album. Didn't want to be there. Didn't want to record another album right yet. They weren't ready. And it's a play on words. We'd rather you were here instead of us.
Yeah.
That was what the whole song's about, especially with the whole album.
It's such a pretty song.
It is.
Yeah.
And that's when I don't think that Pink Floyd ever looked at it as one of their favorite albums, but it's I personally thought it was a great follow-up to Dark Side of the Moon.
Yeah, because it's very different, but it's still very good.
By the way, just in case nobody knows, as far as I'm concerned, one of the greatest Seattle bands ever was Heart, and not very many people know that they came from Seattle.
I didn't know.
Oh yeah.
Am I the only one that listens to Gary Newman?
No.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Because I was going to say a great love song is Absolution.
That one, I mean, I know very
It's
little
a
Gary
more recent Gary Newman.
Really?
Yeah, he still makes music. Believe it or not, the guy who made Cars still makes music.
He is,
Nice.
he is England's version of Trent Reznor.
Interesting.
I just think it's another one of those beautiful songs. That
I would like to hear it then, because I liked Cars by itself, and then when I heard Fear Factory do it with him, I was like, oh, that's
It's one of the few covers that's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I want to hear that.
Oh, you should. That gives that song a punch that the original had it if you knew how to listen for it. This one just gives it to you. But it does it very well.
Gary Newman's in the song.
Yeah.
It's actually
No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, I gotta hear this.
Oh, yeah.
Ring of
Super
Fire is
stuff.
a love song.
Oh, yeah, Ring of Fire is a love song.
Oh, dude, I gotta say, I know Blondie's version of it. I do like.
Turbo Lover.
Really?
Ring of Fire?
Really?
Have you not heard Ring of Fire with the
Blondie?
Blondie version?
I've only heard the social distortion version of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I gotta let you hear the Blondie version because
Turbo
I
Lover.
like. But then again, I like Blondie.
Turbo
so.
Lover.
Sounds like
It's a Judas Priest song.
Oh.
Even though we all know now what he's talking about.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
mine too.
Trying to think of some other decent love songs.
Oh, hell, there's loads of them. It's just...
And love, not sex. Because if
Yeah,
we were
right.
just talking about sex, I mean,
Yeah.
maybe too long.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, Interstate Love Song by, of course, STP. Oh, I used to like that one.
I mean, one of the most bizarre love songs I'd ever heard was Ring Finger by Nine Inch Nails.
No, never heard it.
He says, instead of giving me a piece of your heart, give me your ring finger.
Oh, no.
Literally cut it off and give it to me. You want to show your dedication to me. Yep. And that was a pretty hate machine.
And, you know, honestly, I wouldn't write shit like that because people being what they are, that he probably gets a lot of fingers in the mail. You know, like, here you go!
Middle finger.
Yeah.
This is what you did to industrial fucker.
There's a lot of them out there. Jet City Woman.
Oh, yeah.
Great love song. Cinnamon Girl. I like the typo version better.
Not me.
I haven't heard the original though.
I also like the original version of Summer Breeze.
Oh, by the way, I gotta do this to take this off, Calvin. Let me see if hopefully I can do it.
What?
Well, you see, I have a cup of tea. Let's see if I can do this. I just about choked. I just spilled it on myself. Ew.
I didn't do it, Cowley. I am not participating.
Apparently, Cal hates when people do that.
When people slurp.
When they
and you just flicked it on the one.
There's
got it all over myself.
a new restaurant called the Slurpin' Flick.
Ew.
Dreams is a great love song by Cranberries.
I'm sorry.
No.
And these dreams by Heart is one, and
These Dreams.
Dreams are made of these.
and Sweet Dreams are made of these.
This, what it is.
Sweet Dreams are made of these.
It's actually the title of the song of Sweet Dreams is made of this.
Are made of this.
Are made of this.
Whatever, I like it. Eurythmics.
I Want You to Want Me.
Thunderfoot. Yep.
Although there was some teen romantic comedy movie that had a version of that, I Want You to Want Me, and it just ruined it. It just killed it repeatedly.
Yeah.
To give you more of a example, Look Into the Sun by Jethro Tull. Reasons for Waiting by Jethro Tull.
Because otherwise you'll get pregnant. No.
Jeez.
But you know you like to cry your song.
Yes.
NXS does some baller fucking love songs.
While you're looking up some more titles.
While he's hanging in the bathroom trying to wank.
What?
He was in his hotel room, not his bathroom.
In the hotel room bathroom.
Erotic asphyxiation. That's how he died.
Interesting. I was going to say for people out there in radio listen land to send us your favorite love songs.
Yes, please.
In the rock genre.
Yes. Even though we've been all over the place.
Like Gary Newman is technically not rock.
Yeah, we were talking about that breakup song right after we talked about the prostitute songs.
What?
Well, Hey Hey, What Can I Do is about being in love with a prostitute, and Roxanne is about being in love with a prostitute. And we were talking about that breakup song right after that, and we're still trying to remember what that breakup song was.
Okay, so we've got, just to recap for all the folks at home, send us your songs that cover these following topics: making love,
Yeah.
want it here, want it now, sex. To go back to a previous, this is the show that we recorded with the lovely Killer D. Those came up in that show. In this show, we want songs that talk about love, that talk about prostitutes, and that talk about breakups.
Well, when I refer to love songs, like where you're actually exaltating,
right? Love, like
exalting,
exalting. Yes, thank you.
Not making love, which is different.
Yeah.
And
making love is like passionate sex.
Indeed.
Well, it's like
with cuddling.
Yes. Heavy on the cuddling, father. Heavy on the cuddling, father.
Oh.
Fields of Gold is probably one of the greatest love songs I ever heard by Sting.
Yep. Well,
and
hell,
the
that
video's
one
just fucking awesome too.
That one by Tim Buckley.
That would be Jeff Buckley. That's Hallelujah.
No, I'm not talking about that.
You're talking about his other one?
Yes,
that's Jeff Buckley.
Yeah, the one by his father in 1968. And I put it on. Indeed, if you put in Tim Buckley, you'll see the song.
Okay, I think that Chris Cornell's acoustic version of "Thank You" was better than the original. But that's just me.
Yeah. In this room it is, anyway. Well, I don't know. Have you heard that the song "Thank You" by Zeppelin, or they redid it when they did the Cage Plant thing? Duran covered it. Yep.
Great White covered it.
Chris Cornell did an
How's it
excellent
go?
Chris
version.
Cornell did a balls to the wall awesome job.
Well, yeah, he did a terrific job.
It made it more soulful.
Yeah,
I don't know if I've heard it or not.
just like when he did Billie Jean,
Oh,
and you're
recognize
like, why
the
would
title.
you
Yeah,
do
and when
that?
he did Billie Jean live acoustic, I'm like, well, what?
No.
And I listened to it going, damn, the song's actually really sad.
Well, he made it completely different.
Mm-hmm.
And it almost sounds like he's Bruce Springsteen, to be perfectly honest, because I've actually heard that from a couple of people I played it for. And then I went back and listened, and I was like, yeah, I can see what they're talking about, the quality of his voice in that song.
Yeah.
But he did it a very haunting version of that song and made it a totally different piece of music by doing so. And I'd never heard anybody do it like that.
Do you like Holding Back the Years?
Oh, yeah.
It's not so much of a love song to me.
I don't know, but it's just one of those. Okay, well, here's another assignment for the audience. Think of a song that makes you want to hop in the sack right now. Of course, I'm too old for that sort of shit, so.
If you hop, my break hip. I mean, you can't risk that.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to break something if I do that.
Well, I mean, a lot of people sit there and say, hey, it's got to be, shit, what the hell's this song? We were talking about this yesterday.
Well, I know somebody said, somebody mentioned.
Let's Get It On.
Oh, yeah, that. Somebody mentioned to Robert Plant that they thought, well, we did this last time, so I won't do it again. That they thought that Whole Lot of Love was a song to have, that a lot of kids were conceived by. And he said, I don't know, I think the rhythm's a bit slow on that one or something to that effect. But as far as like songs like that, oh, hell, I mean, what was his name that there's Teddy Pendergrass songs or Harold Melvin and the Blue Note songs that would qualify. And
Okay, what's your favorite political song? Let me throw out some credence in that motherfucker.
well, there's damn it, that Buffalo Springfield tune.
Take a look. Hey, what's that sound?
Yeah, and I can't remember the name of the damn song, and I'm the one in the room that should remember it.
My dad would be.
We're going to take a pause.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Right then.
Apparently there's dolphin rage that's happening right now. Somewhere in the distance, someone's getting dolphin rage.
You know, when we have really good equipment, this will get more awesome. So send your money too.
Cal was going to kill us by the end of this recording. He's just going to be like, you know what? I'm not going to reply to your emails anymore.
Calvi, I'm not doing it. I'm over here being totally innocent.
Calvi, don't listen to him. He's laughing at you the whole
I'm
time.
drinking me, what you call,
Your purple water.
yeah, me purple water. It's low calorie,
Purpley stuff.
grape, yeah. And I'm not going to give the brand name because, you know,
You can't.
they need to be a sponsor if I do.
Oh yeah, speaking of sponsorship, by the way,
Yes.
for our weather report, just stick your fucking head outside.
Is what?
For the weather report, just stick your fucking head outside.
Yeah, pretty much. Like it's fucking, and what is it?
Well, stick your head outside and look up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That helps.
And when it rains, just make sure the windows in your car are closed. Yeah. Choo-choo.
So we
Probably,
left off
Yeah.
talking about music.
Music, as he
I
will.
would argue that probably one of the best political songs I ever read
Oh, political song.
or listened to was "Let's Go Dancing" by Driving Crime.
Hmm.
Not so much political of it's like anti-government. It's just that it talks about the commercialism of everything. There's a line that says where he knew that they would find the flower, they would find it, they would defile it, and then they would buy it. The song is they put a bucket of tar on top of the flower.
Then there's Impeach the President that was written by the then old fart Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. And there's
old farts.
Yeah. And then there's the Creedence song Fortunate Son.
Fortunate Son.
There's damn it.
Have you ever seen The Rain?
Yeah, but De La Roca singer dude. What's Chris Cornell was playing with the Remnants for a while of them.
Oh, for Audio Slave.
Damn it. Anyway, they do, what is it? They do several protest songs.
Yeah, but if anybody sits there and tells me they're a Rage Against the Machine fan, I just want to smack them.
Why?
Because they were anti-everything, including themselves. Everybody sticks up for something. Everybody believes in something. There's no such creature that we don't believe in anything. Fuck you, fuck off, and die.
Mm. Well, they're not performing anymore.
Actually, no. I heard they got back together.
Yeah, and then the singer will sit there and scream about politics until the other guys go, what time is it? And then they'll get up.
Megadeth talks about a lot of political songs. With David
Speaking of...
But he does it in a decent way.
But what was that? There was
one of the greatest
album of his that he was doing a lot of that?
That was Countdown to Extinction, and one of the greatest political songs that he did was Foreclosure of a Dream.
Mm.
But then again, there's also The System's Failed.
Yeah.
The self-titled track for that. Kick the Chair was a pretty decent song. But he literally does rip politics a new one.
Well, that's easy.
I
was doing it in the car on the way over here.
But from a musical standpoint, that's great. However, I do wish Dave would sing about other things other than war and politics. There's other things in heavy metal you could sing about other than war and politics.
Yeah.
Look at Iron Maiden. They made a career out of it.
Oh, and getting, those guys are just, they're in a class by themselves.
There's not enough Iron Maiden in Brutal Legend. I'm sorry. I've gotten a little farther in the game, and they're still not on the fucking radio and the fucking hot rod.
There's not enough Iron Maiden anywhere.
By the way, Brutal Legend, I'm having a lot of fun, but that fucking car...
It is a bitch.
It is a bitch, because it's not like the how can I put this without...
What is it,
too many curse words?
Manual transmission?
It's just the way that you drive. I mean, like, it's simple to drive, but then it's touchy.
Yeah.
Like, if you get hit even just a little bit in the back bumper, you just go spinning out of control, or, you try and turn to the left and it won't move at all. But if you turn it too far, then it moves too, and you're just like, oh my god.
I forgot to mention, probably one of the greatest love songs I have ever heard.
Oh god, it's love in quotations.
Is Yellow Fever by the Blood.
You brought that up in several previous shows. So,
but the best Bloodhound Gang song ever is a lap dance. It's so much better on the George Card.
I think
Which
so.
should be considered a love song.
Yes, true.
Yeah, because, while she's on your lap, you love her a lot.
Oh, what's the
Then
song?
when she gets
Bloodhound
off,
Gang song.
Chasey
No.
Lane.
It's the one. It's off the newer record.
Hefty Fine.
It's the line is, "It ain't my job to fuck you on your birthday."
It ain't my job to fuck you on your birthday.
Talk about great breakup songs. Oh my god.
It's your birthday.
He
Get
actually
it.
wrote
Get
that
it.
because he was pissed off. The whole album, he was pissed off with.
Wasn't he dating a German girl?
Hold on, give me a second. I know what song you're talking about.
I used to listen to for a short time. Bam Margera and the guys from CKY used to do a radio show, and they had the lead singer from the Bloodhound Gang on the show, and I actually listened to that episode.
They got a new album out. I did not know that.
Well, look at you being
It's
about
called Fishing for Hookers.
Please tell me the cover is them with little fishing poles.
I will find out. The song you're talking about is No Hard Feelings.
Yes.
But
if I remember the radio show correctly, he was talking about how he was, I think he said she was a German girl, but he was dating this girl, and through the girl got into techno music, because at the time he had a radio show that was for techno songs, I believe. We're talking about the lead singer of Bloodhound Gang, Jimmy Pop. And so that's why the Hefty Fine record has a lot of techno influences within the music.
It's my understanding.
But it's been a while since I heard that interview, so I don't know. Right?
It's been a while. It's my understanding. It's my understanding that album was written after the breakup.
Yeah, but talk about fucking awesome breakup songs.
Well, that.
Oh, it's an upcoming album. Hasn't been released yet. Scheduled to release sometime in 2011.
So awesome fishing characters. Bloodhound Gang. New tune.
If you look at the Ben Folds 5 cover of that Dr. Dre song, "Bitches Ain't Shit,"
I'm not. I can't get into Ben Folds 5. I'm sorry.
Well, but the live version that I saw of that, apparently the singer had broken up with someone because he mentions her by name in the song, that in the live version of that song, and I was like, oh boy.
Yeah, was that necessary? But
Exactly.
no, I mean, I know Ben Folds 5 are great musicians.
Well,
and they have, solid music. Me personally, I just can't get into it. I don't
have any of their stuff.
I don't know.
I don't have any of their stuff, nor would I have any of stuff by the Gourds, but I just thought those two covers were just hysterical.
I actually think, I'm not a Bare Naked Ladies fan, but I actually liked Baby Seat by that band.
Baby Seat?
Baby Seat. It's about growing up. It's actually a pretty good song. My wife is a huge fan, so that's how I heard it.
I was listening to a Dave Matthews cover by this supposed country artist, and whose name I can't remember.
Real quick, rant about Dave Matthews Band. Nothing against the band, but growing up in high school, oh my God, I cannot listen to Dave Matthews Band because of all the people in my grade. It was a year-long thing of, dude, are you going to Dave? Are you going to Dave? And Dave comes to play. Oh, my God, guys. Dave is so awesome. Dave is so great. And then they would play their show, and then they'd be like, oh, my God, did you go to Dave? Wasn't it amazing? Literally a year-round bullshit. It didn't matter. It was like literally everybody in the grade just had to talk about Dave Matthews. And I'm like,
I didn't like Dave
God,
Matthews
shut
Band.
the fuck up.
And I didn't like the Blues Travelers.
Nope, I didn't like Blues Traveler either.
Look at you,
And then
Mr.
John
Cheese
Popper on
Snack
the Metallica album pretty well cemented that.
Really?
Yeah, it was on Damage Inc. playing Tuesday's Gone with the guys in Skinnerd. Gary Rossington and, Collins is dead, so you didn't have him there. I can't remember who the other person in Skinnerd was.
It had Jim Martin on it.
I don't know, but yeah. Speaking of jumping the shark, they've jumped it at least twice. And they still have fans, which is absolutely incredible. And they still have money, Metallica.
Oh.
I mean, they've jumped that shark at least twice.
I thought you were talking about Leonard Skinner. And I was about to say...
No, well, those guys are just 2 or 3 of them, of the original people from various eras, are playing in that band that is called Leonard Skinner, which is like... Daltrey and Townsend calling themselves The Who, or Ringo Starr and Paul McCartney going, "We're the Beatles, we're reuniting." Oh, fuck you. Go get old and sit down. Huh?
The Rolling Stones.
Yeah, the Rolling Stones. Well, the Rolling Stones have never broken up, but they're
not all original founding members.
Oh, of course not. One of them's dead, but
And it's not.
I didn't mean to start a rant. I was just going to say, Leonard Skinner, being in the States, like if I'm in the States, probably won't listen to Leonard Skinner. But I was in Berlin. I was in a club in Berlin. And they played Sweet Home Alabama.
Yeah.
And me and all the rest of the American chicks decided to go dance in a cage. I don't know what it was. It was just something about being in Berlin and hearing Sweet Home
American
Alabama.
music.
And just me and all the rest of were just dancing in a cage.
yeah.
Sweet Home Alabama.
But see,
great.
that was like a touch of home, so you went, okay.
And we were like, why the
Yes,
fuck
but
not? We had a little bit of beer by that point, so it's like, fuck yeah, I will booty dance to Sweet Home
I can
Alabama.
go to Berlin.
In a cage in Berlin.
I can go to Berlin right now and sell Elvis tickets.
Yeah.
So
Why are you hating on Elvis?
I'm just saying he's dead. He's been dead for 30 years, and I can go to Berlin right now and sell Elvis tickets.
Well, I could go to China right
But
now
you
and,
don't
so,
really
and
like
say,
Michael Jackson.
yeah, or Michael Jackson or John Wayne.
Actually, you should go to Tibet.
Tibet.
Yeah, and give him to the dog.
Tibet, bet. Oh, anyway. Oh, there was a Flintstones episode where I forget what Fred had to do. Yeah, before your time. And
I'm watching Family.
and Stewie. But there was a Flintstone episode where, hey Fred, he was, I guess, supposedly somewhat addicted to gambling, and somebody said, "Well, I bet blah blah blah." And he goes, "Bet."
I remember saying that, but that was in syndication when I saw it.
Yeah, it was new when I saw it.
Speaking of new, the guy that came up, Schwartz.
May the Schwartz be with you.
Show us your Schwartz.
Who originally wrote the
I
theme
see your
song.
Schwartz is as big as mine.
Yeah.
So I like Spaceballs.
Me too. I love that movie.
Who originally came up with the theme song of the Brady Bunch and Gilligan's Island died this week.
Yeah. See, there he goes again with the so-and-so died. Like, dude, he was a fucking 80-something, wasn't he?
And you were talking about Bonscott's liver being 110. Shut the fuck up.
Which isn't even your joke.
Not even my joke. It's the guy on 90-something. Never mind.
It was a local radio station that made the joke.
Yeah.
And then you brought
Out of it.
to what now?
Leave Mr. out of it.
Yeah.
Did I say anything about... No.
Which
No, all I said
specific
was
thing?
it was
No.
local and radio and show. Stop it. Don't you giggle at me.
So, what other songs?
This is the problem. See, I had to do my homework, so I got nothing as far as my German bands go.
Love songs?
Any
Oh, yeah.
song.
Well.
I didn't look at shit.
Speaking of love
Even
songs
though
by
I
a German
knew,
band,
like-
the Scorpions.
Three days
Which
before
one?
that we were going to talk about this, I did.
Either one of those two.
See, I like.
I don't want
Still
to save
Loving
the
You.
oomph songs because we're going to have the whole oomph thing.
Yeah.
So I was going to just.
Because I already know.
after that.
I already know what song we'll throw out there when you do that. When you do that show.
That's because you love sex so much.
That's exactly more ways than one.
You threw him a line and he grabbed that thing.
He's escaping.
Reel him back in.
I like.
No, just let him go.
Still Loving You.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably one of the greatest Scorpion songs ever.
Yep.
What about Foreigner?
Waiting for a Girl Like You.
Yep. And that classic one that everybody replays the piss out of with the gospel choir.
It could be a golf choir.
I want to know what to be.
Oh yeah. But that was
It's
Baby's
just
Foreigner.
fucking funny.
I want you to blow me.
Michael
Thanks for
Caine.
coming.
Hopefully.
Yes, repeatedly, hopefully.
If a guy wants to reproduce, he doesn't want you to have an orgasm. Because an orgasm releases a hormone in your body that kills the sperm.
Really?
Yes.
In other words, if
Yes.
you're single, make her come a lot.
Your body looks at the sperm as an invading body and tries to kill it. That's one of the reasons why there's only one little sperm makes it. Because he's got a shield and a sword. Ah! I'm gonna make it! God, get away from me! Pull out the double barrel gun.
There's that female sperm killer. Nope.
Clearly, the sperm had watched Army of Darkness.
Follow me, boys! I have the map! and then the woman chemical is chasing it like the evil in the Evil Dead.
Yeah.
You really don't see it. It's just
See,
following you.
this is where the two of you should watch, and you should put it on your Netflix, whatever you need to do.
Where's he going?
Woody Allen movie, everything you always wanted to know about sex, but were afraid to ask.
Yeah.
That has a hysterical scene in it, or two or three.
I have no desire.
I know
But
Woody
was it-
Allen, but still, it's fun.
No, because I don't have a thing against Woody Allen. I just think
Oh,
the
I do.
subject is just not appealing to me. But Woody Allen, wasn't he in Casino Royale, the 1967 version?
I think so.
No, that wasn't Woody Allen. That was.
Was it?
Who was it?
Hell, I was around then.
Yeah, I know. And you should know
What
this
was
answer.
it? I can't remember.
Hold on.
Look faster.
Yes, dear.
It's just a suggestion. You don't have to actually take it.
No, it's more like guidelines.
She's your work wife.
Exactly.
No. I am not a wife of any kind. Any of you.
Yay!
Well, stop
You
nagging.
stay single as long as you
I
can.
can't help
kid.
it. It's in my blood to nag.
I don't think of it as nagging.
Peter Sellers was in the
That's it.
No, there was the.
David Nevin and Peter Sellers was in the
He
original
wasn't a
Casino
main
Royale.
guy. He wasn't a main guy. He was he was the villain. I gotta do this. Radioland. I'm back
Making
again.
her look it up. She's pissed.
Fred, don't make me hurt you. I'll do it. Orson Welles was in it. It was Woody Allen. Woody
Orson
Allen.
Welles, Jonah Pettit.
Sir James's clumsy
Okay,
nephew,
excuse
Jimmy
me, he
Bond.
played Jimmy Bond.
Yes,
Joanna Pettit.
Woody Allen.
Joanna likes to is her middle name. Pettit.
And what is it with Peter Sellers playing multiple roles in just about every damn movie he's in?
Hell yeah. Dr.
First
Strangelove.
roles.
Ursula Andress played James Bond in that film.
Yeah, you like that fun. It's a great. Have you seen it?
A long time ago.
I thought it was great.
It's a comedy.
It is. It's a 007 spoof.
Yeah.
I really liked it.
But you haven't seen the Daniel Craig Casino Royale or Quantum of Solace.
No, because
Sorry.
as I was telling you before, I want to have a James Bond marathon. I was thinking it'll last a couple of weeks, possibly months. But I want to watch them all from the beginning to end, and I don't want to.
And then you'll be able to judge which Bond you like the best.
Actually, for the longest time, I thought that nobody was Bond but Sean Connery.
Yeah.
Until I saw Daniel Craig. Daniel Craig does a fantastic job.
You look at Layer Cake. When you watch Layer Cake, you're like, I see why they picked him for Bond.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you've seen Layer Cake.
No.
It's a good action film. I liked it. But yes.
She likes it.
Best movie theme song.
Theme song.
Yeah, best movie theme song. GoldenEye from Tina Turner is in one of my top 10.
Yeah.
No, wait. Are we talking like the music in the film?
No,
or
no,
like
the
the
song.
soundtrack?
Like the opening credits or the end credits.
Okay, because that's two different things. No. I mean, because there's albums that are released as quote unquote soundtracks for the film,
Right, and then there's
but they're not
soundtracks within the
actually
film.
things that were in the film.
Right.
And there's the music that's in the film.
If you-
I tend to like the music that's in the film more. Than
If
the
you were to buy a soundtrack for the movie theme song.
See, but we've got all the Silent Hill stuff.
Yeah.
I love that stuff. Walk on Vanity Ruins is a great song.
Oh, I mean,
I've been watching John Carpenter's films
Shirley
all week,
Bassey
so
Shirley Bassey
and they
did
have
Goldfinger.
great.
She was great.
Yeah, but when I was a kid, I liked it up until I heard Tina Turner do GoldenEye,
Oh, yeah, well,
and then she was just knocked off.
yeah.
But I also like Chris Cornell doing Casino Royale's theme song.
Did not hear it.
That's actually a pretty good song.
Well, what did you learn, Fred?
Garbage does The World Is Not Enough.
I gotta say, I love that song. I do love that song. But then again, I'm a big fan of Garbage and Shirley Manson. So.
Yeah.
I wasn't a big fan, but I thought they did a baller job with that song because if you go back and you watch all the Bond films, there's that whole high-end jazz kind of vibe when you listen to the songs, and they did a good job with that.
Mm-hmm.
But Tina Turner did a classic. TinaRocksOnline.com.
Oh, now. I'm going to break dance.
I think Tina Turner did a baller, classy job, very similar to
The Man with Golden Gun? Which song did she do?
She did GoldenEye with
GoldenEye.
Pierce
Brosnan.
Yeah.
But I thought she did a classic job like what's her name did with Goldfinger. A very high end, classy. I'm in a gentleman from the 1940s club kind of thing.
But she can
Hell
project.
yes!
I've heard the song that you're talking about. And it's amazing.
It's a great song, but
both ones that you're mentioning.
I didn't particularly care for For Your Eyes Only. For that film was okay, but I think that was Sheena Easton.
Mm-hmm.
Sheena Easton did that, but I've got a gothic metal band that covered it. A female-fronted gothic metal band that actually covered it.
What's the name of the band?
I can't tell you off the top of my head. I'll have to get back to you on that. But they did a pretty good job on it. They didn't make it too heavy metal, and they're kind of like that Norwegian, Swedish goth
I'm
metal.
interested to hear.
I bet. I will make sure you get a listen to for it.
2468.
Who we appreciate.
Yeah.
I'm not going to finish that. That's too easy.
Like
You got a favorite drinking song?
Favorite drinking song. Let's see.
Now, is this a song?
Chumbawamba. Oh, I have another beer, and then I have another. Anyway.
Anyways, God, wait, bring up that crap. Anyways,
Exactly. Well, what would you say is a favorite drinking song?
I was trying to ask a question.
Okay.
Is it drinking song like you hear it and then you want to drink, or is this one of those drinking songs like when you play drinking games with movies or films where like it's just like how many? Let's get every time it says "baby," we take a shot. That kind of thing.
I'm thinking every time that you're out at a bar or you're out with friends and you hear the song, you automatically burst into singing as a group.
Oh, that's totally different.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you're having a good time, you're
It's
drinking,
been
and all
so
of a sudden you hear a
long
song.
Sweet Anne's Revenge by Flog and Molly. It's a great song.
You'll have to, or I've heard of them. I don't think I've heard anything by them.
I'm not a fan.
Oh, I mean,
My brother is, though.
I'll
He
listen
also
to,
likes
Dropkick Murphys.
see, and I'll listen to stuff just to listen to it, to see if I like it. I'm not going to go, well, I don't like that because I know I'm not gonna.
My wife is like, you don't like Flogging Molly, and you don't like Dropkick Murphys, but you like Ailstorm.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, Ailstorm is epic because the pirate. What part of that don't you understand?
You like the myth behind it as much
Well, they
as you
come out in
like it.
kilts. They're from Scotland, and they come out in kilts, and they sing about pirate shit. And I'm just going, how many albums can you really do?
And
singing
look.
about pirate stuff. And apparently, they're coming out with a new album this summer. And I'm going,
And I'm not wearing anything under my kilt.
except your wife's lipstick.
Ooh.
You do guys, when you guys do go to the website, you really need to go look under
My page, because I'm awesome.
Yes.
There's nothing there for you.
I need to mess with mine. some.
need to work on
she's
that.
so vain, she wants you to go to her little corner of
Actually,
the website.
don't, because
Instead of why we need money. Fame before fortune. Go to the
Then
tab.
she'll get money when she's famous.
WTF is BDR, and you can find out how you can help us stay online and actually further our empire. And you can check out some upcoming events locally. Sorry, Cal, you have to come here.
We're taking over the world.
Or Calvi could tell us when his birthday is. We could put it on our calendar.
Yeah,
Or do we not love him that much?
we do. He's awesome then.
It depends on how he waves his wand.
Ooh.
I don't want to
Because
see
remember,
where
the
it
wand
kills.
chooses you.
Oh.
How is that relevant?
It isn't. But you said you were irrelevant anyway.
No, I said we were irreverent.
Oh.
Same thing.
No?
No, it's not.
In my universe, it is.
He's the one he makes all the rules in, Giselle.
That's right.
The one where nobody else is there. He just...
Yeah.
It's his happy place.
Sometimes I'm maybe the only
He gets a
intelligent
funny
person in the room.
feeling in a special
Don't look at me like that.
place.
But yeah, check out the tabs. We have quite a few. Apparently, Giselle's getting a little tab happy,
No.
Yes.
I didn't make a
Do
new
it.
tab. I made new pages.
which created a new tab.
What?
We have
I told you not know. You
you
said
have your
all I had to
biography,
do...
and then you have your movie list.
Will you fucking... How do I delete that? You know?
I will fix it.
Okay, thank you. But I'm going to post more stuff, so I need you to...
No, that's fine.
show me
Hurry
how to
up and
it.
fix it.
No, you didn't show me how to fix it,
Oh,
because I don't
well.
want to do it again.
And
Because
you
the
can,
first time that I posted it, it accidentally posted to where it was within the feed on the main page. And then the second time I posted, now I just made tabs on the front page. And so clearly I have no idea how to update the website. So if there's ever random shit of mine that shouldn't be there on the website, that's because I don't know what I'm doing.
Yes, you do. Oh, God.
but you can check out the local favorites, which will that has links to the band favorites that we have up there. So you can check out their either Twitter page, their Facebook page, or their home pages. We also have recent polls. We haven't had one recently.
Still can't get through naming my fucking brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, we only have the one, and we haven't received any feedback on that at
Yeah,
all.
and Cal
Cal.
can't even give us a name. I mean, really, Cal? Really?
Heck yeah.
We give him so much homework.
He rocks then.
You can also check out the
He's gonna
tab.
snap one of these days and just be like, you know what? Fuck you. Fuck all of you.
Fuck you!
Fuck
You
you!
can also check out the Chavs of the Week. I try to make sure that they're in order from the shows that we have.
Uh-huh.
So the first one we ever talked about, which was good old Harold, he's down at the bottom, being the first one we ever had. The latest one was whoever came up with those two fucking dogs getting married.
Yeah.
So they're chronological order.
I try to make them
ascending.
Ascending chronological order.
Yeah.
So I try to make them.
So to the chrony.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we've got shows that are about to go live soon. Not any time in the next couple of days, but soon.
Yes, soon.
And we're looking into different mediums for getting them available for download.
Yes, I'm trying to look at a couple avenues. Try to keep it as access friendly as possible. I don't want to put it on like one particular place. I'm trying to put it on more than one.
Because we love our fans that much. Our fans that we don't
We
have
love
yet.
them that much.
Well,
We don't have very many.
We've
got like
more.
a couple.
We have all 3 of them right now, and they're all mine.
No.
Actually, they're all Giselle's, just because they like her voice and that hot name she picked.
What?
That's a cool name.
Thank you. We were just talking earlier about how my voice will just break. Not break as in like, hi guys!
Yeah.
I'm going through puberty, but it'll just
You have to have testicles
cut
for
out.
that.
Yeah, I don't have any of those.
Thank goodness.
I'm all woman. But,
Yeah, baby.
so yeah. We covered everything for today?
I think so.
And then some?
And then some. And
No, wait, he's twitching. Look at his face.
so we're gonna have there's gonna be some
Twitch.
there's gonna be some oomph in the next show, is there?
Yes, the next show will be starting our next spotlight, which will be on the German. I think they refer to themselves as industrial gothic metal.
Wow, I'm interested already.
Their name is Oof.
That really sounds interesting to me. So I look forward to it.
Excellent.
I've already listened to everything that they've ever released, and I've already written down notes and everything. So
Oh God,
I've come prepared.
See, and with the Maiden stuff that you did, when I came back and you were doing I forget which installment, but by then I'd heard a smattering of the entire 30 years, so I could say, well, this and this. So, and all it does is expand the musical horizons, which is one of the things we're all about. So, and even if you pick somebody that everybody knows, there's bound to be things about them that somebody doesn't know. And so I think that's fun.
Yeah, and I'm a terrible stalker, so if you guys know anything about the band Oomph that I might not know, please send me an email at GiselleNoir@bdrocksonline.com.
Indeed.
But no, one thing that I really liked about how Analog Kid did the Maiden Spotlight was it really was just the facts. There was no, this person did this and it pissed this person off and this person got fired because of this stupid thing that he said, may or may not. No, it was literally just the facts. It was, this is what, this is the single, this is what it's been noted as it has been about, and that's where I'm going to take it.
And
I don't want to know about
the
little
facts.
petty fights. I don't want to know about that stupid shit.
Yeah.
What's important? The music. That's what I want to know about, and that's where I'm taking the spotlight in that direction.
And also what he did that I thought was interesting was background behind all the facts you already know that you can read.
Exactly.
And that, I'm sure, is your aim as well, and you've already said things, just, generally speaking, that I found fascinating.
Excellent.
So...
Calby's pretending to be excited.
bdrocksonline.com and butt sex.
I told him last time there was no reference to butt sex.
And what I keep telling you is it's not funny if you don't have a joke to go with it. I mean,
I could come up with some jokes.
Some banging
But
jokes.
you keep telling me I ruin
you
And butt sex.
I wanted to throw that out there.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I was telling Fred the other day, I said, I find it funny that your brother, who's so anti-butt sex, keep trying to steal it from me.
He's trying to steal the ass.
do. He just wants everything for himself.
Well, Nameless.
Yeah, because apparently he wants Cal too, because in the last recording talking about, I just want to fuck him.
No.
I know, I heard that.
I was like, what?
I I was listening to that again, going.
All of a sudden, I was like, "Nah, I feel uncomfortable."
It gives me a very bad feeling in my special place.
My favorite was Cal's response. He was like, "Whoa, what?"
Maybe that's why we haven't heard from him in 3 weeks.
No. His last message was when he was talking about that show.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
I mean, we've heard from him. It's just
it's very sporadic.
Yeah.
And
I think he had to go see a therapist.
It's summertime over there, and he's probably at the pub.
Yeah, and he works and all that stuff. But
yeah.
Whatever. Let's not work.
Alrighty then. Are we going to call it a day?
No.
I mean, shit, we still got, about an hour?
We love Calby. We do. My brother might love him a little more than the rest of us.
You could love your fans, you just can't love.
Don't want to get any love on him.
Aerosmith song where he says,
I don't want anything on him. What?
Your big brown eye.
Yeah. What? Haven't you met him?
Oh, big brown eye?
No. What?
I thought you had. I'm sorry.
No. We've been talking through the internet for years. Because I mean, he actually created his own like forums and website for photography, graphic design, video editing, that kind of thing. And I mean, we've been talking back and forth for years. So.
That's cool.
He's a cool guy.
Well, hats off to you, Calvin. Cheers and all that sort of thing.
And that was not me.
That was not the analog kid over there.
Yeah.
That was Mr. Fred Zeppelin.
Yes, because my British accent is better than Cal's.
You haven't even heard Cal's accent because he won't Skype with us.
Yeah, you can
Boston.
You can walk away from the camera.
He doesn't even have to fucking Skype with us. You just find a chat program where you like Yahoo Chat or some Google Chat, and there's a microphone option to where he can actually talk in the chat. So if he's all about I don't like my face online, then fine, talk to us.
Yeah, seriously.
Instead, go to bdrinfo.com.
I don't blame him being afraid of my brother though.
Did I prove my point?
I think
Stop
so.
doing this.
I think so.
I don't know. I think one more for the road.
The egg timer. Bum, bum.
Do we have to observe the rules of the road?
Hell no. Okay. I can't drive 55.
Neither can he.
I'm sorry. It was just too easy to not say that stupid little pun.
Oh.
But yeah.
So should we take a break and then come back and do a wrap up?
Sure.
Yeah, sure. Oh, right. I hit stop.
That's a cue for you.
It's a cue for me to come all the way up here.
In your graceful way.
I'm running into things.
Speaking of crazy headlines in the news.
bdrinfo.com.
Yeah.
Now.
Learn it, love it, live it.
Listen to it a lot. Yes.
Infect your friends.
Indeed.
Give them some backdoor injection.
Oh.
That's right. Tell them to get it to the back door pronto.
So I really want to know what's going on our cousin's island.
Oh, with
over in the UK.
Yes. Specifically London, in England, in Cambridge.
Silly old England.
Some of the headlines that I'm looking at bbc.co.uk/news/UK
Are quite silly.
I'm kind of curious where you fuckers got your education on journalism. Because some of these...
I could give you chapter, book, and verse on shit that I've heard on national U.S. They call the suspect Guy. The guy was running. If you listen to local television, they do the same fucking thing. I'm like, Guy? What the fuck is that shit? But anyway, no, the UK stuff is probably way funnier.
Well, I mean...
No, I mean like what?
Stop thrashing your home. You thrash other people's homes, not your own.
Sure. No, I can thrash it. They can't.
Protest against town smoking ban. That's the first one. Let's see. About 200 people have attended a protest against plans to ban smoking in open places in Buckinghamshire Town, according to organizers. First of all, they spell organizers Organizers.
That's the British
But
spelling.
that's because it's how they spell it over in Britain.
Well, they're illiterate. You pronounce it the way it's spelled.
World War III is going
They
to start.
did,
What's
and
that
then
along?
we changed it
It's
200 years.
organizers, not organizers.
Then we changed it to 240 whatever the hell.
Yeah,
years
we
ago.
were too mainstream for S's in our words. We had to throw in the Z's, get them a little play.
And
Just
that
like
was-
just like we were too mainstream for a fucking metric system.
Word.
We use the metric system in our tools. You can take that however you want.
I was about to say something, but I told you I would not.
Like
But no,
measuring
really.
his cock.
Yes.
Ah.
I didn't say it.
What
Like butt
bugs me
sex.
about this news article is only 200 people showed up.
No, you started it. You can't just leave it like that. No. For the listeners at home,
Peter steals cock.
while we were taking a pause, Fred decided to get
Take a
infected with continuously saying Peter steals cock.
So we decided to run with it.
Yes. Yes, he
Yeah,
did.
Peter steals cock, and
And he tripped over Peter steals cock.
yeah, and it's like Mr. Subliminal on that show in the States where he's like,
You've watched SNL one too many times.
yeah, exactly.
So at the end of
And,
this recording, all you're going to think about is Peter
Peter
steals
steals
cock.
cock.
Which apparently was it Playgirl?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Back in the day.
Yeah, I never saw it, but I think it's hilarious. Like, hey, I've got a big cock.
That's his Peter Steele voice.
Yeah, that's my Peter Steele's voice.
What bugs me about this news article is only 200 people showed up.
cinnamon girl. Huh?
Only 200 people showed up.
Totally derailed the conversation. You're like, what is he talking about?
I didn't start it!
So wait, so this is essentially the ban that's already in place in the States about smoking outdoors?
It's very similar, yes. But here's the thing, is that if the plan is approved, smokers who light up in public in Stony Stratford,
Get stoned?
it's called Stony Stratford, could face on-the-spot fines. Is like Johnny on the spot.
Excuse me, you're smoking. I believe that'll be £500.
See, I thought you were saying that they get stoned as in, like, people throw rocks at them if they light up a cigarette.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Well, he who has not sinned, cast ye first stone.
I believe we're going to get this boulder and smack so-and-so with it. He's out
Gee,
there with
with
a-
this.
Just roll it down the road, just,
He's got a cigarette in his mouth.
But yeah, I think that, that's
bring
kind
in the catapults.
Yeah.
of 200 fucking people. That's
He
not,
lit
that's
up
not a
in the-
protest.
No.
It's a gathering.
That's a gathering singing Kumbaya.
Smoke by
You have smalls. I do like smalls.
The other thing that I thought was interesting was there's
Those
another...
smalls, like marshmallows.
Yeah. Smalls.
Yes.
Yeah.
Police warning over violent man.
I like that one.
Where the fuck was that headline in 1888?
Violent man.
Let's see. Police are trying to
Is that a
trace a
new
man who has
superhero?
gone missing from Edinburgh following his release from prison. Well, he was released from prison. Why are you following him?
Yeah, wait, what?
They have
Because they
warned
can.
that Ivy Brown, 31, poses a potential high risk of violence to members of the public. Well, why the fuck did you release him in the first place?
Because
Was
they
there not-
can.
because-
Because
there
they're
not-
British.
Was there not enough guns? Oh, wait.
Peter steals cock.
Fred, you might get your wish, and we'll call this Peter Steele's cock.
Brown was meant to report to social workers, but
And see, I
failed to
didn't
do
even
so.
start it.
so-
That's the funny thing.
And there's a in big bold print halfway through the article, it says gold teeth.
It says,
Says what?
It says gold teeth. He added that the risk of him being violent may be heightened in a deteriorating medical state.
Wait, because he wears gold teeth?
I guess because it's not saying what not giving. Oh, he is. I love this description.
He has
Okay.
lithium in his gold teeth?
He is black, about 5'9", with short, dark dreadlocks. He is of stocky build and has 2 distinctive gold teeth. Wow. Could you narrow that down a little bit more? Bastards. Another one. UK student's body found in Brazil. Now, I'm not.
Found? Like it was missing?
I guess that's what I'm looking
Like
at.
they're playing hide and seek?
we
Like,
lost
what?
the body and then we found it in
Let's
Brazil.
play hide the corpse.
Yeah.
Doom, doom.
The body of a Coventry University student went missing in the Amazon jungle has been recovered in Brazil.
Oh, wow.
The Foreign Office has confirmed.
The body was missing.
The body was missing.
So, meaning they were already dead, transporting the body.
Apparently.
And
And then they
I
lost
can't
it.
pronounce the student's
Ferris
name.
Bueller? No.
I can't
Bueller?
pronounce the
Bueller. Bueller.
student's name. But
Sorry.
it says that the article you got the headline and then you got the like a quick quip
Yeah.
summary and then you have the article
Oh,
underneath it.
quip.
The quip says
Yeah.
the body of a Coventry University student who went missing in the Amazon jungle has been recovered in Brazil. The Foreign Office has confirmed. That's what it's stating that the article is going to be about.
Right.
That the body went missing. But when you read into the article, it says this person, I cannot pronounce the name. I can't
Just say student guy.
The student who was age 20 disappeared after jumping into a lake with a friend
Oh, yeah,
on
that's
Tuesday.
smart.
So the body wasn't missing.
You're in the Amazon. You
The
just
person was
The person went
missing.
missing.
They
It's
have
not
giant
dead.
snakes. What are you thinking?
Yeah, and John Voight.
Peter Steele's got is not an anaconda in Brazil.
Now,
Well, I don't know.
In the Amazon.
the one thing
Baby, that's quite a snake you got there, baby.
does it slither?
Baby, that's a big one.
Why are you pulling that rubber off? It's shedding its skin, honey. The other article that I thought was really weird was with all the political crimes that's going on and the economy around the world. Now this hospital is launching a pet therapy sessions. The article is pet therapy launched at hospital.
Which hospital?
I think that. Dogs and cats are to be used to help hospital patients across North Wales.
Well, they do that now.
Yes, I understand that. I just don't understand why it's newsworthy. Yeah, I mean, I can't. I mean, I'm a firm believer
Because
that.
apparently it's a new thing over in Wales. I mean, really, come on.
Well, ever since Tom Jones.
It's not unusual
Yeah.
to be medicated by a cat.
I mean, I understand, you watch the news and it's like death and doom and destruction and, all the bad stuff. I get that part. But,
Might as well just say it. Don't.
What?
He keeps.
Peter Steele's cock has not been in the news for a while. Okay? The man's dead. Let him rest his peace in peace. Jesus Christ.
Clearly, Fred wants to bring it back.
Yep. No, I just
This is
like
a resurrection.
resurrection.
Interruption.
I mean,
It's just poking through the dirt.
that would be a pitch tent.
A pitch tent.
Or in Peter Steele's case, a skyscraper.
Yeah.
Don't get us wrong. We're all big fans of Peter Steele.
That's right.
And his cock.
And his
apparently.
cock.
I mean,
There is God.
And we're jealous of his cock.
The thing that I find amazing about this is that it wasn't, in my opinion, a decent counterbalance of good news versus the bad news.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, okay, hey, that's cute, but how many people are actually going to click on that thing? As
but we did. I mean,
Yeah, because I'm purposely going out of my way to try to find something other than talk about what else is going on in the UK with the news rag, the Dalai Lama meeting with President Obama,
Right.
and WWE.
BTRRocksOnline.com.
Yeah!
The other one
Eat
that I
a dick,
thought was
analog
great
kid.
was
Beat you to it. Bam.
I like how the news article here, on a different one, it says, inquiry into, quote, suspicious, end quote, death.
By misadventure.
Did it involve a bear and a vibrator? Oh wait, the bear wasn't involved in the first story.
It might have been, it could have been stuffed, it just said it was euthanized.
Ew.
Inquiry into suspicious death of woman in Longforgan.
Bless you.
Longforgan. Police are treating the death of a woman in a village near Dundee as suspicious.
Crocodile Dundee?
Yeah.
Good
I
day.
just like the news article. They're warning of a suspicious death.
She was eaten by a croc.
But it was suspicious in quotations.
True. So I just want to know what the hell's going on in merry old England.
I don't know.
Other
I don't
than
even think
Murdoch.
Calvin
I don't care
knows.
about Murdoch.
I just can't wait until goes off the air, too.
Yes, but they're not going to sit there and hack into your phones that you're aware of.
Oh, really? They
That-
hacked into 9/11 victims.
That you're aware of. What part of that don't you understand?
Yeah.
All of it, because it doesn't involve Peter Steele's cock.
Greasy old man.
He just got up and left. He just was like, fuck you guys.
At least he closed the door.
I know. It's like, fuck you guys, you're in the middle of recording, and I'm just gonna get up and walk
I
away.
can't hold it anymore. 3 arrested in overnight riots. Only 3? That was not a riot.
Yeah.
That's a protest.
Oh, snap.
2 men killed in farm slurry pit.
Slurry.
Slurry.
What's a slurry pit?
Well, in the United States, a slurry is a soft drink.
I thought that was a flurry. Or
Kinda
a
like an icy.
slurpee?
So like an icy.
Oh. So wait, slurries come from pits? This changes everything. Slurry mines.
2 men have died after becoming trapped in a slurry pit in Texas. Essex.
Essex. Sex? Isn't that how it's spelled? ES and then sex?
There's also Intercourse, Pennsylvania.
This is true. There's also Sandwich, Massachusetts, which, by the way, I want to go to and then proceed to, eat a sandwich.
We're going to talk about sandwiches.
Huh?
You're going to be in sandwich, eating sandwich, talking about sandwiches.
Exactly.
Yes.
Lifelong dream.
But not be,
That
in,
after
a,
about
but not
2
be in a sandwich. In sandwich.
No. Ew.
Is there a place called Sandwich?
Yeah, a place called Sandwich, Massachusetts.
Oh, yeah. And there's probably one in Mariold as well.
There's also, he was talking about Intercourse,
Pennsylvania. And French Lick, Indiana.
I didn't know about Indiana.
Yep, French Lick,
French
Indiana.
Lick, Indiana.
French.
Yeah. Apparently
Croissant
they...
scepters.
I do, however,
Croissant scepter!
I do, however, appreciate the UK for when they put their news articles up on the BBC that they actually have a section for each region of the UK, including Scotland / Alba. I do appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Scotland.
There's not very many people know that Scotland is also Alba.
Bless you.
However, I do think that the teenager hurt in machete attack is hysterically funny as a headline.
Wait. Does this mean that Jason's real? And attacks
I guess.
teenagers over in the
Although I like 3 charged over pitch invasion. We're being
Pitch?
invaded by pitches.
What?
Jogger saves girl trapped in mud. How?
Was he jogging? Is that how he saved her? Is that
I
why
don't know.
He was jogging in the mud?
He saved her. He was just like, oh my god,
Tell me it's a mud monster. Or were you drinking a mud?
ew.
Well, mud slide is an alcoholic beverage.
I know what
Oh, a muddy then.
3 people have been charged over 2 pitch invasions during Newcastle's preseason friendly against Darlington. The Darlington pitch was invaded when I'm assuming that means the fans ran out to the field. That type of invasion.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking William Wallace coming over the fucking York fucking battlefield. I don't know.
Wallace.
A woman out jogging has saved the life of a young girl who became stuck in mud on Essex coast. How deep was this fucking mud? My shoe is dirty, save me!
I believe I'm getting a mud bath. Can you come help me?
Can you bring the scrubby brush?
Yeah.
I'd like to exfoliate a little bit.
Doesn't say how deep the mud was.
It was deep.
I'm just going, it's fucking mud. It's not
deep.
quicksand.
Oh,
But it can
God.
be pretty, I mean,
It was so deep.
it can trap a bitch, I'm just saying.
Word. You're 11 years old.
Especially if you're
It trapped
11
her.
years
It trapped her up in there. That's for sure.
old. Yeah.
That's what I said.
The thing that I have an issue with one of the articles is it says it's Mitchell urges Africa aid action.
Is this Mr. U.S. Mitchell?
International Development Secretary Andrew Mitchell
Oh.
urges the global community to help drought-hit East Africa as the UK gives £52 million in aid.
That's a little over $100 million. Well, I guess that's a reasonable amount. It depends on where it's for.
I feel bad for
It
other
actually gets
countries, underdeveloped countries, third world countries. I feel bad for them. But if I keep helping you out, I can't help myself.
Well, I think, you would...
And you're not going to come over and give me back my money.
Well, you would expect me on my side of the fence to get all outraged about that and say, no, we must help the less fortunate. Well, we're at the point where we're $1 trillion in debt to our major adversary, who also has been successfully spying on us for decades. They got the neutron bomb by spying on us. They got this recent nuclear warhead. I forget the exact name of this warhead, but it's small enough that they can fit a bunch of them on a cruise missile. They stole that technology. Anyway, we're trillions of dollars in debt to them while they're doing all of this thievery. And we don't really have the money to go help it. We have people that are starving in this country, that are living in tents in this country because they've lost their homes because of bullshit medical bills they shouldn't have had to pay in the first place because there should be national health care. We have enough problems of our own. We need to, at this point, until further notice, we need to look, and this is sad for me to say, but I think we need to look after ourselves for a while.
Yeah.
And I know it sounds like I've flipped over to the other side of the fence, but I have not. I'm just looking at the reality of the situation, that we need to help ourselves so that we can help other people. Exactly.
But yeah, so I want to know what the hell's going on over in England.
And it doesn't involve Peter Steele's cock. We've explored that option, and we've come to the conclusion that Peter Steele's cock is not involved.
That's right. It is not a devastating weapon anymore. Goodness. I heard that over here.
Your tummy.
I know.
But yeah, so
Crackers.
Yeah.
No. What? How about crackers?
Huge crackers!
Huge tracks of crackers.
Huge tracks of crackers, you bastard!
What are they? Oh, they're just...
www.bdrinfo.com. I had to get the www out really quickly or else you And then I'm old, I forgot, so I had to think for a second.
don't forget to send us feedback at bdrinfo@bdrrocksonline.com.
By the way, these are cracked pepper and olive oil Triscuits. They're delicious.
They are the crack of a new Triscuit generation. Oh, we'll have to bleep that out.
Why?
Triscuit?
Your mom.
Yeah, exactly. I try to Triscuit every once in a while. And
Triscuit,
then...
Trascuit.
That's right.
Puppies in the basket. Really? BDRRocksOnline.com?
Want to make sure the point is driven home.
That's right.
With Peter Steele's cock. So on that note, shall we wrap it up?
Oh, I think that would be quite appropriate.
Don't forget to check out the website
And Peter Steele's cock.
Ugh.
at bdrrocksonline.com. Check out the chat of the week. Check out our updates. And,
Oh, right. I gotta get over there because I gotta turn it off.
and
Yeah.
tell your friends.
About bdrrocksonline.com. And
Sorry. I thought you guys were going to continue, but
no,
apparently that was it. All right.
bye-bye now.